There we go. I don't even think I was live. If I was live, I was. I'll start again. All right. If I wasn't live, I'm just starting. So anyway, hey. Right, I am back. We're in February, and I kind of like let you guys do what you're doing for January. I've just been doing me. I've been looking after myself, helping our clients, and showing up for life, right? And I hope you guys have had a great start to the year too. Um, and if you haven't, you haven't. You know what I mean? But we're in February. It's a new month. You got a chance to choose again. All right. There's still 11 months left of the year. So I know in January we can kind of start that year of being like, it's a new year, it's new me, it's this New Year's resolution. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And then as the month goes by, you kind of start to change your mind, right? You kind of start slacking. For some people, all of the delay tactics come up as to why not now. All the good excuses come up as to why it's okay to settle, and it really isn't okay to settle, right? Because whatever you want for yourself, for your life, you can go ahead and create it. You can absolutely 100% go ahead and create it. Will it take work? Yes, right? Whether that's you want to create a six pack, whether that's you want to create a business, right? Whether that's you want to create a baby, right? Whatever it is, you got to put in the work. Yeah. And it's really important to recognize that in order for you to create what it is that you can see on the inside that should exist on the outside in your life, it requires work, it requires commitment, it requires showing up for yourself, it requires deciding that this is exactly what I know I want, and I'm going to go ahead and create it, right? So I was like gearing up to get ready and come back live to the audience at some point in February. February is the month, it's a beautiful month because it's the month that my son was born, all right? But it's also the month that my business was born. So this year was going to make 8 years in business. 8 years in business, right? 8 years with an online business is a long time, right? 8 years in any business for some is a long time, right? There's so many businesses that, unfortunately, don't make it in the first year. They don't make it in the first 3 years. They don't even make it in the first 5 years. Okay. And so to be 8 years in, I want to celebrate, and I hope you celebrate with me, right? Because it's just been an incredible journey, and there's so much to celebrate. And I just really want to encourage any of you that if you know that you are meant to create something different in your life, you get to do that. Because 8 years ago, right, when I decided to create my own business, right, months before that, yeah, so 8 years ago in December, I was in a job, yeah, a job, right, 9 till 5. I was commuting in London, right, on the packed tubes, right, to an office in London where I was doing behavior change interventions, and it was what I thought would be my dream job as a psychologist, and for many reasons it wasn't, right? And so I decided to leave and create my own business. And was it scary? Yes, absolutely. Was I petrified? Yes, absolutely. Was I unsure as to whether I could make it work? Yes, absolutely. Right. But did I want to bet on myself and at least give myself a damn good chance of trying? Yes, absolutely. And I'm so glad I did. And so I really want to share with you, like, if you are me 8 years ago now and you're seeing this today and you're thinking, wow, like, I want to create my own business. I want to really set myself up with a life that I love and use my skills and qualifications to do what I love, to help people in the way that is soul aligned with me, then go ahead and do that. And the only thing that's going to ever get in your way is yourself. Okay. So please don't allow that to happen, right? For your own sake, for your own sanity. Because when I think back to that time of how of me 8 years ago. Like I can picture what I looked like, right? How my skin was, like how I like looked, like I was crying pretty much every day, like even though I would put on a brave face and a smile, right? Like it was not a cool place to live emotionally, right? And so to be in a place where I now have created a life that I absolutely adore, I work with clients that light me up no end, right? Like I, really love what I do, and I get to spend time with my family. I get to travel if and when I want. I take 12 weeks off a year, right? Like I just like, if you want to change your life, you can. And so I really want to share this because for the last couple of years, I've been helping practitioners change the way that they work if they want to change it, right? By helping them set up their own online business, right? And it's been an absolutely phenomenal journey. It's an idea I had from 2017, actually, is when God planted the seed of the idea in my head. And I'll never forget it. It was December 2017. I was sat in Jamaica. I was there celebrating with my mom for her 60th birthday. And I had the thought as I was sitting on my balcony, looking at the sea, thinking, why do more psychologists just not know that they can actually like do what they love, use their qualifications to do what they love, help people, and actually make decent money doing it, right? Why are they like have been in a place where they've invested, they've poured out years into their education, so much financially, so much mentally, so much into the grind to get where they need to be, yet they're still scrambling to get by, right? If they get by, like it. And I remember having that thought, and it was really like a God vision, and it was like I was like, oh. And I wrote like in 2017 a sales page, right, which never went up, but it was like discover private practice a new way. Yeah. And I was like, more practitioners just need to know that they can absolutely do things in a different way. And I even done some market research, like when I was in Jamaica, I reached out to some fellow practitioners and I spoke to them and I was like, yeah, like, we love seeing what you're doing, Tilean. Like, how do you do it? Like, we just don't do it because we don't know how. And I was like, okay, so they would need help. They would need support. Anyway, got back from Jamaica and went back to life, right? Working with my clients, doing me. And we're like, yeah, maybe I'll help them someday, right? And that was it. And that was the plant of the seed of to what I do today with practitioners in helping them learn how they can create their own business where they can have like a £5,000 week. You know what I mean? Like they can literally be away and enjoy life and be with their family and, serve their clients doing exactly what they're called to do. And it doesn't have to be that hard. They've just got to decide and choose. Like they can have it in a whole nother way. And so that was 2017. And then 2018, what happened was, it was very interesting. It's funny how God works, right, in mysterious ways. But I kind of planted that seed and just went on with life. And then there was there's a group, I won't name the group, right, for privacy reasons, right? But there's a group of practitioners, right? Psychologists, practitioners who just, someone from not any bad reason, I don't think, like just out of curiosity, decided to screenshot my website and post in the group that I was not a member of, to, other psychologists and practitioners to say, have you seen the psychologist who is enjoying life? What do you think? Right? And there was hundreds of people that were talking about me. Now I'm not even in this space, right? They were talking about, I knew this through another practitioner, right? I'm a psychologist, so I know other psychologists. So if a psychologist starts talking about another psychologist, right, we know each other. Yeah. So a good friend of mine messaged and was like, Tilean, I'm part of this group and they're kind of all talking about you. And I was like, I thought my kind of website was kind of buzzing up today. And I was like, what are they saying? What do you mean they're talking about me? I'm just out here living my life. And so it's a very mixed, and most, there's a lot of positive in terms of like, wow, like she knows how to market herself. She knows exactly what she wants, right? She's not afraid to charge. She's definitely not stuck on the treadmill of the low paid practitioner that is, doing boring expert witness reports on a Saturday afternoon, right? Like, this is amazing. And then there was others like, oh my God, she makes my skin crawl. How can you do that? Like, and there was just such a mixed bag. But to have someone talk about you in that way, like good and bad at that level, it was so overwhelming to me. I couldn't even, I had such mixed feelings. I was just like, like my peers are talking about me. My peers are talking about me, right? Good things. And, they weren't horrible things, but they were like challenging things of like, she's going and doing things a different way. And there was a lot of like, people that are in the industry, high up in the industry, that was saying like, she's not doing anything untoward. We have all worked for our qualifications. How you wish to market yourself is entirely up to you. What you wish to charge is entirely up to you, right? And actually, be inspired by her, and why not reach out to her and find out if she'll help you know how to do this in your business too. And so that was like another catalyst of like a God moment of like, these people would like your help. And are you just going to kind of sit here and love life and enjoy your life in your own way? Or are you going to go out there and help them? Right? Are you going to like show up to Lean and help them? And so that was processed for a while. And then actually it was a little bit after that, that I then started to think about, actually, do you know what? I have learned how to run a successful business online and love what I do and ensure my clients have amazing results and do all of this, without any previous business knowledge. I did not know anybody in business, and also coming from a different background, right? Coming from a background of being a Black woman, right? From, like difficult, challenging moments through childhood, right? Amazing childhood, but also there was difficult financial challenges, that were there. Like I didn't have savings and, anything to start my business. There was no inheritance kind of passed down to say, start this business. There was no savings. Like, how much could you save on a salary as a practitioner, right? So I had to get creative, but I made it happen. And so it was making a decision to actually, I do want to help other practitioners. I want to go out there and help practitioners know that if they choose to have an online business, which has offline components, I run 2 retreats a year, right? Like, like if they want to do offline components, it doesn't always have to be online. Right? I love seeing people in person. Yeah, just not Monday to Friday every day. Yeah. Right. But like they can do that. If they want to earn more, that is going to ensure that they can pay their bills and secure a pension and travel and give back, to charities or societies that they want to. They can do that. Right. And so I started Discover a New Way. I love Discover a New Way. I shouldn't talk for too long because I've got to have some lunch, and then I'm meeting them in online at 2:00. That's our weekly call. But yeah, like I love working with the practitioners and just helping them really connect with what their truth is. How do they want to show up in the world? What's their mission? What do they want to do? Right, and help them do it. Right, and I just get thrilled with their celebrations. Literally, one of my practitioners today in the program has messaged me and like, Tilean, somebody signed up. Right, we're talking here. Right, is every single client is encouraged to have their first signature program at 2,000 and above. Yeah, and it's above. All right. So yeah, celebration. But it's not, it's more than even the money. It's about the impact. It's about what that gives the client that they're working with the ability to achieve and do, right? And there's different, there's so much to it. And I'm just going to really take time this year to educate more people about what I do and how you can do it too, and what other practitioners are doing and how you can do it too, right? You can have more impact, more contribution, more income, right? And a happier life where you're not burnt out if that's what you want. Yeah. And some people do run traditional private practice and they love it. And I've got nothing against them, right? I'm all for it. Everybody for what they're here for to do. Yeah. But if you are a practitioner, right, and you might be a psychologist, but you might not be. I've helped physios, occupational therapists, nurses, EMDR practitioners, right? Like all sorts of people that are yoga practitioners, yeah? Like whatever walk of life you're from, if you are a practitioner and you know that you are meant to create your own thing, and maybe you're scared, maybe you're like, I have zero business knowledge like I had 8 years ago, right? Maybe you think, I'm no good with tech, right? Like I felt. Maybe you feel you're no good with writing, right? Or whatever. You can have a successful business if you give yourself a chance to learn and recognize that as a human being, we naturally have the ability to learn if we apply ourselves, right? If we apply ourselves, if we choose to apply ourselves to learn the thing. And that's how, by the practitioners that we help here within my team, is that they come in and they're willing to learn the skills on how to develop a business, but also to be supported with the psychology that needs to change for them to become the business owner that's going to have a successful, sustainable business and has longevity, right? And so if that's you and you want to talk, then go ahead and book a call, right? I'm going to try and see if we can put a banner up here, okay? So you just go to watch now. Dr. Tilean. No, you go to www. If I remember the link, right? drtilean.com/explore. Okay, we'll just hop on the phone. We'll see where you're at, where you are at in terms of business. Maybe you know nothing about business, and that's absolutely fine. Maybe you know something about business. Maybe you've tried to have a business, but it's not gone anywhere. Whatever that looks like, we can talk about where you are, what you actually want. And if I believe that we can help you get there, I'll explain how. If I don't believe that we can help you get there, I will also be 100% transparent. I'm a very results driven person, right? I've not put myself out there in the world, right, to help practitioners and not ensure that they get results, right? So it's all about identifying, do we believe that we can help them? And if we can, we will go ahead and show you how we can help them and what that looks like. So I'm going to wrap up here so I can go and grab some lunch. Hopefully you appreciate me being back. Please do, when you see my videos, say, hey, right? I will say hello back. If you've got any questions, right, don't be afraid to post them, message, share what questions you have, and I will show up to answer them, okay? This year particularly, I am really dedicated to helping 111 practitioners that want to change their life. Okay, so it's a really big, bold number, but I'm looking for 111 practitioners that are ready to do something different in their life this year. Yeah, so if that's you, go ahead and book a call and we'll talk. We'll see if you're appropriate and suitable for what is required to build a business, right? Because there's requirements to build a business. Yeah. And if you don't have what is required to build a business right now, I will tell you what is required to build a business so you can go ahead and put yourself in a position so that you can do that. Right. So whatever you are at, whatever stage you are at, maybe you're newly qualified, maybe you already have a practice that is draining the life out of you, right? Whatever it is, I've spoken to practitioners, I've helped practitioners from all walks of life, right? So I can help you too. And if I can't, I'll be able to tell you that I can't, right? With that being said, I'm going to wrap up there and end it, but I'll see you again very soon. Okay, take care, guys. Thank you for tuning into today's show. We drop a brand new episode each week, so do subscribe. And if you like what you heard and you're ready to pivot the way you work and discover a new way, then go to www.drtilean.com/explore and book an appointment to speak with our team. We'll hop on the phone with you for about 45 minutes and help you craft out a step-by-step strategy on how you can successfully make the pivot just like our clients have. I'm Dr. Tilean. Good luck and let's talk soon.